Hello, I'm Mike Jones. I'm the leader of your new council, Cheshire West and Chester. This council is replacing the 4 existing councils, and in doing so we are not looking to recreate any of the existing councils in the way they do things. We are looking on building on best practice and creating a new council with a new culture and a new way of doing things. Something that's fresh, lively, innovative and creative and exciting. Something that the members can be proud of and you as residents can be proud of being associated with. We are looking at how our members can integrate themselves and become involved, fully involved in your communities, to work with and support you in living and improving your quality of life. We want our members to be champions within their communities, and in doing so you'll see, following on from this, short interviews with your ward councillors so that you can recognise who they are. They're making commitments and promises to be more involved in your community and to assist you and your community groups in delivering those improvements within your communities.
Hello, my name's Gareth and I'm 29 years old. I'm one of the councillors for Ledsham and Willaston ward. I've represented Ledsham since 2002. I'm a secondary school teacher on the Wirral and grew up in Ellesmere Port and went to Whitby High School.
Hello, my name is Graham Smith. I'm also a councillor for Ledsham and Willaston ward and have been a councillor for many years. Having lived in Little Sutton and Great Sutton for over 40 years, I certainly understand the needs and aspirations of the local community.
My name is Myles Hogg. I'm also an experienced councillor of over 20 years standing. I currently represent the Willaston and Thornton ward on the Borough Council. I live in the middle of my new ward in the village of Willaston, married to Marilyn, have 3 children, and I was a chartered accountant in my professional days, and I also was the chairman of governors of Gareth's former school. So you see the excellent pupils that we turn out from the Whitby High School.
And I thank you very much for it, Myles. We represent a very diverse ward. I mean, Ledsham and Willaston varies from some rural villages overlooking the River Dee and North Wales, right through to an urban area adjoining Ellesmere Port in Little Sutton. So there are all sorts of issues and all sorts of great places to live and work within the area. And we know it really rather well, don't we, Graham?
Yes, I think it's the diversity of our ward which makes it interesting, because not only do we have the leafy lanes, but we have the urban areas, and I'm particularly concerned about the shopping area of Little Sutton, which over the years has seen a gradual decline. The diversity of the shops themselves has changed, and parking is really quite bad, so people don't have an opportunity to actually just stop, pause, buy something and go home. So the shopkeepers and the residents are suffering, and I really think this is something which will capture the community's imagination, because I have been speaking to shopkeepers and to local residents, and we've come up with a sort of plan amongst ourselves. It's only in sketch form, but we envisage some parking lay-bys with large planters and some nice trees and some shrubs to soften this corridor effect that Little Sutton village has become.
As far as the rural parts of the ward are concerned, there are the usual problems. There's speeding problems through the villages in particular, inappropriate use of the small roads, the side roads by heavy vehicles, and lack of affordable housing. It's one of the sadnesses in our area that youngsters who've been born and brought up in these villages have to leave them to find more affordable homes.
Now, we've worked for a long time on road safety, haven't we? Because we've got some of the most dangerous roads in Cheshire West and Chester in our ward, right from the Welsh Road and the Chester High Road, and many of our rural lanes, and we have sadly had a number of fatalities in the area. Yeah. So we've worked on looking at speed limits and the design of the road for quite some time. There's still a lot more work for us to do on that one, and it covers our entire patch, and it affects all of our residents. So that's one issue that we've been really keen on working on over the years, and will continue to do so. Now, over the next few months, we're going to have our first community community forum meetings in the area. And these are a new idea for our ward and our neighbouring ward to get together with our councillors and the police and as many local residents as come along of all ages to try and work on problems such as that. So looking at our parks and open spaces and how they can be improved, and public transport. And we would really hope that as many of our residents of all ages can get involved, and hopefully our schools can as well, and get students along to them, because they are the people that we are here to serve, and too often they get ignored. So Community Forum is one way people can get in touch with us in the future and really work with us to make a difference to Ledsham and Willaston.
That's right.
Gareth raises a very good point about public transport, or the lack of public transport, particularly in the rural areas. And we have a very, very successful park and ride scheme at Hooton Station. It's been so successful, people are now parking on the very narrow lanes in the area and causing congestion to the local residents there. So we're working with the rail authorities to expand the parking facilities, because we do wish to encourage green initiatives, but not at the expense of local residents who are finding they can't park anywhere near their own homes because of the overspill from a very successful scheme.
Well, one of the ways that we want to try and keep in touch with our population and let people come and see us is to have monthly street surgeries dotted around our shops and village centres across the area. And there'll be details about this on the website, and hopefully going through people's homes soon, so that people will know a regular time to come and see us, as well as being able to get in touch with us at other points by directly our details on the website.
I think that's a good point. I'd like to sort of make the point very clear that we're not just here to sort out problems, we are here to represent yourselves as individuals and be your personal advocate. So if you have any ideas or suggestions for improvement in our community, this is absolutely wonderful.
I think it is absolutely vital that we listen to what our residents wish to say to us and listen to their ideas and their suggestions. I don't think any of us feel that we know it all. We are more amenable than ever to listening, and I think this is the way forward for this new council, to be a listening council and a doing council as a result of the consultations.